Looking to transform your family game nights? At Perfectly Picked Games, we specialize in family games that bring everyone closer. Our games aren't just fun. Kids and teens will learn how to take turns, develop basic strategy skills, and understand the thrill of winning and grace of losing. With our exclusive gift of games, you can give months of gaming excitement to your family. Choose a 3-month or 6-month gift, and we'll deliver hand-picked family games to your doorstep every month. And here's the best part. Right now, you can use the promo code GOLDENMOJO and receive 20% off your selected plan. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Use promo code GOLDENMOJO and save 20% today at Perfectly Picked Games.
Hello, all you spooky chasers. Hop on in the car with Golden J and take a ride down Route 66 as you explore all the haunted and abandoned places left down a road long ghosted. And you never know what hitchhiker might get picked up along the way. So buckle up as we take a haunted trip down 66.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden J, and we're taking a haunted trip down 66. Hey, listen, man, as we get into the middle of November, man, I hope you guys are having, I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween season, spooky season. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that we put out in the month of Camptober. Don't forget, Camptober merchandise is still on the website, the United States of Paranormal.com, where you can go pick up T-shirts and coffee mugs and pint glasses, tank tops. There is a ton of stuff on there to go check out. The beer koozies are amazing, or can koozies, whichever you prefer to call them. I'll leave it to you. But man, we've got all that plus all of the old Tobers up there. You can get your Vamptober, your Clowntober, and of course your Dolltober merch has all been relisted for the end of the season here, and I am going to leave it up until the end of the year. So January 1st, all that's coming down, but it still gives you a couple months to get out there, check it out, get yourself a t-shirt, hoodie, whatever. We have a bunch of stuff on there, so you can go check it out. United States of Paranormal.com. And as always, you can go check out our Patreon. I love our Patreon. I love our Patreon users. Shout out to Gabby, the newest Patreon user. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. I sent you a message. If you got it, hit me back. Also, don't forget to go check out GoldenMojoENT.com for all of the other stuff in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Empire. We keep putting out all kinds of really, really good stuff. And most of them have done something for October if you missed it. Golden 80s did Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. And, of course, Real Terror is always bringing you the cryptid and creepy, spooky movies, the horror movies that you know and love. So go check out Lance and Brooke as they do that. Well, we're tooling along here on the old Route 66 and just chilling. And we're heading down to check out the Ghost Light near Joplin, Missouri. Now, a lot of the people may remember Joplin as a few years ago had all of the troubles with rioting and stuff like that, and basically, man, they tore that town up. But it's still going strong, everybody. So don't fear. But we're gonna go check out the Ghost Light or the Spook Light. It is a mysterious glowing orb that appears on a gravel road called the Devil's Promenade, and that's near the Missouri-Oklahoma border. just west of Joplin, also known as the Hornet spook light. It is described as a orange or bright ball about the size of a basketball to a pumpkin, and it moves and it hovers and sometimes splits, bobs and weaves down the road. Sometimes it's appearing to be like intelligent or alive. But yeah, and then it just vanishes. It just disappears. Your guess is as good as mine, because there are many theories out there, including, paranormal explanations involving lost spirits, and scientific ones are a little less conclusive, if you know what I mean. In some of the paranormal theories, though, the legend is linked to the light of spirits of the Native Americans. It's also linked to a miner searching for his children. Or there's other local folklore about lost love and tragedy. The scientific side, potential explanations include, like marsh gas, ball lightning, reflections of distant car headlights from the nearby highway. But, this thing has been reported for centuries, before the big road, the highway's on there. So that kind of shoots that whole reflection of distant car lights. But who knows? Who knows? So what do you want to look for if you are going to look for the spook light? Well, it's inconsistent and does not appear on any set schedule. And some sightings happening and others not. So you could be out there and be like, oh, no, I never saw anything. Well, that's part of it. It's best observed after dark on clear nights with minimal noise and minimal light pollution. So that means you don't go out during the beaver moon, when the moon is the closest and the brightest and the fullest. So this area is rural part of the Ozarks, and finding the exact spot can and will be challenging, guys. So there's a little bit about it, but I did find some Reddit stories. That's right, we found some Reddit stories. This one's from Quee Blossom. They said, I've seen it. We went probably 50 times in high school, and we always saw something off in the distance. Weren't sure if it was a yard light or headlights being moved through blowing trees. One night we saw it, though. We got out of the car and walked down the gravel road for a few minutes, and it was there. It's basketball-sized orb that moved in roughly figure eights about 10 feet above the ground. I kept looking at it thinking it was being projected by something, but it lit up the ground underneath it. I don't know what it is, and we had to shut our phones off first. I understand how this sounds, but what they're talking about is real. I don't know what it is, but the descriptions are talking about something that is real in some sense. There you go. Somebody walked down the road and there it was. This is Say 10. The story my parents had told was something about a native man searching for his head. The light was his lantern. They just wanted to scare the shit out of some kids. I remember also something about it would go in your car sometimes, like floating through it. I never saw anything any of the times that we were taken. I believe they told me a magazine or comic came to the area to study and write about it, and that would have been 50s or 60s. That's all know from growing up and hearing stories from my parents. All right, this one comes from Impossible Brian 501. My mother was a teenager in the mid-50s living in Joplin. I guess that was the thing for kids to do back then. She went out there one night with some friends and saw the light coming towards the car. Got close to the hood, disappeared, and then reappeared behind the car. Scared the crap out of her. I don't think she'll ever went down there again. Don't think she ever went down there again. Don't think she ever went out there again. Sorry, I read like a 2-year-old sometimes, guys. All right. This one's from Alexi Morgan 2506. About a year ago this happened. Usually I see the ball off in the distance, but this time we were headed right in the direction of it. It popped up between two small hills at the bottom between them. It absolutely couldn't have been any headlights, nor were there houses or anything right there, or street poles. The white ball appeared about 50 yards in front of me and my fiance, a yellow basketball-sized orb. It looked like a ball of fire. I watched it do figure eights sideways, and then it flickered away for a moment, and then it popped back up, and there was a red ball next to it as well. They started doing figure eights around each other, almost like they were balls of flames dancing. It was absolutely beautiful. As soon as our headlights hit it and we got closer, it just poofed. Absolutely insane. I love that road. So it almost sounds like they were playing with each other. It was like, oh, if somebody's here to watch us when we have attention, let's do some figure eights with each other. Watch this. You do yours, I'll do mine. We'll do them around each other. I mean, that's what it seems like. Like my dog. It's like Ozzy. He's attention seeking. I'm just saying. Last one. Flu sickening. I saw it right beside my car. I thought it was headlights in the side mirror until I looked. But it is normally on the horizon in the distance, moving and changing colors. Sometimes it will appear near you or even chase you. Huh. I don't know, man. It's funny because you want to go see it, but you got to remember you are out in the middle of nowhere, and that might be just as spooky as anything else. I mean, just being out there alone or with a couple friends. I mean, you never know what goes on out there. Hey, maybe it's something we ought to put on our list, huh? Why not? I go to Kansas City all the time. Joplin's not that far away. Wonder if I could talk the rocker chick into that. Yeah, I'm going to put her on the Devil's Promenade in the middle after midnight in the dark. Sounds like a good time. All right, guys. Well, we're going to head out of Missouri, and we're going to go to Galena, Kansas. And now, it's interesting because as I did my research on this, Route 66 only goes about 13 miles through Kansas. So it leaves Missouri, does 13 miles in Kansas, and then heads off to, I believe, Oklahoma. I think that's where it's heading, down that direction. But I just thought it was funny, that it just kind of cuts the corner of Kansas a little bit. But we're going to go to Galena, Kansas. And here lies the witch's grave. That's right. It's in the Oak Hill Cemetery. And at the back of that cemetery, on top of a big hill is an unmarked grave of the witch. People who have stayed overnight in this area have reported hearing strange noises and mumbling and seeing a strange figure move amongst the trees. Now, let me tell you right now, the witch's grave is a tough thing to research. And the reason why is that there are quote unquote witches' graves all over the United States, in cemeteries all over the place. So you think you're looking into the one in Kansas, but you're actually looking to one in Illinois somewhere, or in one of, like, maybe West Virginia. I think there might be one. So this one was a tough one to research, and it was just bits and pieces here and there. So besides the strange noises and the mumbling, and the strange figure is one of the big things that people see, but nobody really knows exactly where the witch's grave is in the cemetery. They say it's in the very back, and they say it's up on that big hill, but I don't know that anybody has like nailed it down to the exact spot where this is at. I'm just saying, from my research, that's my understanding. But I did find a story of somebody who had been there, and actually I found a couple of them. So let's run through these. Me and a group of my friends, about 15 or more of us, mind you, went here to visit the witch's grave. We could not find it, but heard strange noises while searching for it. We had another friend who had actually went to the witch's grave before and heard a bunch of noises and saw figures, and woke up the next day with 5 scratches down his back and has refused to go back since. He also had somehow found out about the witch's house. And so when we couldn't find her grave last night, we went up and to the house and the property she lived in just past the cemetery. That's when we experienced a freaky night. Our big group kept breaking up into smaller groups, and that's when the shit would happen. One of my friends first saw a figure in a long white gown, we think, and it disappeared within seconds, and no one else saw it but her by the house. That was the first sighting of something strange. Another group went off walking while the rest of us were checking out the old barn by the way, it had bones in it. Sorry. Anyways, we heard footsteps and crackling sounds. Then one of them saw a dark figure holding up 4 fingers and pointing at them. They all came bolting back and would not say what they saw or what happened. They ran a mile back to the trucks. So we decided to go check it out. And when we first got down to the spot, I instantly got the chills. I don't get scared at these kind of places easily. Well, ever. Well, we walked a little farther, and me and one other person heard footsteps. No one else did. She continued, and I heard something no one else did. And I turned to look up, and I swear up and down, I see eyes and a long, dark figure hiding in the tree line. I go to shine the light on it, and it's there for a second and then gone. I ask everyone what it was, and they didn't see it. While we were walking back, we get a text from the group begging us to leave right then. A group of people that don't get scared easily. No one will tell us what's up, so we just hurry and leave and get to the nearest place we can meet at and feel safe. We got to the gas station. I jumped out of my truck and asked what they saw. My friend, who had been getting sick all night, she replied, "She was in me the whole ride away. I had feelings we were not alone. I will never visit there again." I went to plenty of haunted places, but never in my life have we experienced anything like that night. And there was more to the night that's better off not being told. Ooh, you go down to the barn of the house, and something's standing there. Kind of reminds you of little Jeepers Creepers. Yeah. Blah. Blah. I don't know. Anyways, that was an anonymous post. There was no name on that whatsoever. But that was also from about 10 years ago. Like I said, stuff on this was hard to find. Well, this was from Jay. I wouldn't recommend coming here without the city of Galene's approval. I found out the hard way trying to sneak in towards the back end of the cemetery. The new resident there had a wireless camera system, and it didn't take the Galena PD long to find us hiding, even though it seemed nice, but it was still arrested us for trespassing. At least they were gentle on our equipment, and I now have a cool Facebook profile. There you go. Nothing spooky about that story except that don't get caught trespassing, boys and girls, because the Galena police will come and arrest you. All right. So we're going to head on down. I think we're on the way into Oklahoma. We're going to be checking out a couple more spots in the next episode. So make sure you come back next week as we continue our trip down 66. Love it, guys. All right. Keep it spooky. And I'll see you on the other side. Thank you for listening to the United States of Paranormal podcast. Check us out at theunitedstatesofparanormal.com, where you can find our Spotlight of the Month, Fan of the Month, and all of our amazing merchandise. Or you can find us on social media at Facebook at the United States of Paranormal, Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and YouTube at the United States of Paranormal 1795. And don't forget, we are now on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/2sop.
Please check out the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. Golden 80s, Indiana Chiefs Fans, Gridiron Kings, Murd Nerds, The Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and The Call Guys, wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
And if you have a location or a story that you would like for us to check into, please email us at the United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen. Thank you for all of your support. Bye.